We've laughed a lot in here.
We've cried a lot.
We've cried a lot.
We've laughed a lot.
We laughed a lot, but at the end, it's always been somewhat fun.
This is gonna hurt. It's time for the Suffering Podcast.
I'm not doing it.
That's a good point.
But, the definitions of fun change over time. When I was younger, it was going out, partying, having a good time, and, being around people and stuff like this until my jaw hurt. Now, fun is sitting home watching TV. Like that's fun. That's
Kids,
kids. Hanging out with my boys.
Like
and stuff.
I said, it's something you enjoy. Nobody wants to go through life not having fun or just hating every day. It's got to be a miserable existence.
It's up to the person, too.
You got to make fun in everything you do.
I got to have my things that I like. When I was coaching, all those years of coaching, like that was my thing. Like that was fun to me, but it had purpose. You know what I mean? It was just random fun. The fun afterwards, like I tell the story all the time. I'm coaching a basketball game in between games. I would always say, "Oh, you don't have a coach? I'll coach the next game. I'll coach the next game." In between games, I would walk to Hartley's, like 6 people, come back and coach the kids. No one ever knew, but I was like, I was coaching. You know what I mean? And that like I always had fun doing that. You
have especially if you're with a coaching staff that you really enjoy, then it gets really really fun because you're dealing with kids. Like on the level that I coach, I'm dealing with little kids. I can't have the fun that I like to have with my friends. So the coaches become your friends, and then the coaches text, and if they ever get out, that's pretty bad.
See when I was younger, I was coaching the same team that Bobby coaches. We were 23 years old. I was playing semi-pro football back then, and I had my equipment in the car. If the kids weren't hitting, I'd go put my shoulder pads on my helmet. I'd say, "Come hit me." The parents, I'd be still in jail today. The parents loved it. That to me was fun. I mean, I wouldn't hit the kids, but I'd let them hit me. That to me was fun. It taught them, and like I said, you're teaching a lesson, but you're having fun doing it.
But you also look back at things that you used to dread when you were a kid, and you look at them now through older eyes, and they were fun. Like in college, those 3 days, oh God, they were just absolutely brutal. I look back at them now, and I'm like, man, that was the best time of my life. It really was. It was so much fun. You lived with the guys, you ate with the guys. You were this big giant, especially during camp. But man, was it torturous? But now you look back, and the bad stuff sort of fades away, and that was fun.
Perfect example: high school. I'm sure not one of us enjoyed going through high school. Now you look back at it and say, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you grew up in my house, you were looking forward to high school. High school was good. But something we can all relate to is the police academy.
Yeah.
Remember the stress when you first got there? Listen, I don't know. I'm being totally honest. I didn't give a fuck. I was a little older, but I went in not giving a fuck. I was like, fuck this shit. It's, you know what? But like, just go in there every day. It was mundane, I got to do this shit to get to this job, 6 months of this every single day. But
yeah, then you start having fun because you get to know.
You get comfortable.
Right,
you get to know people.
Everybody.
Yeah, but Bob, I had to go through the academy with him. So
I had
and Nicky Burke.
I had the worst gas in the high school, and I was surrounded by female cops, and they didn't have to go through CS or CN training because I gave it to them on a daily basis.
Did you ever piss in anybody's shampoo? I have.
College.
Johnson's baby, it just mixes. It's beautiful. It actually mixes.
Oh, I did other things too in shampoo bottles, but not just piss.
Well, that's a little much. Now, see where you just there's no comedic we gotta really work.
That guy still has hair though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him now.
He's got thick skin.
Look at what they call that look? The smolder. The smolder, and you got those two lines. Looks like a runway on your fucking nose.
I love like the angel.
Now that I look at it, Depalma looks better than all of us.
Nah.
That's fake right
Look
there.
at that. Look at my forehead. That's huge.
Who's the golfer? Dustin, whatever. That's who I look like.
Dustin Johnson?
Dustin Johnson.
That looks actually great.
I think it looks like Derek Jeter. What about the other pictures?
That's not my grill, Mike, because that fuck is too straight for my teeth. I've been cracked in the face too many times for my teeth to be that straight. I'm like off tilt.
Hey,
well, you put the veneers in that day.
Hey, Bob,
I can't afford that shit.
These two lines here, that looks like a penis ramp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And the balls rest right on that big snoz. The air's free. On your beak.
Wow, this sounds a lot like jealousy, doesn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, because
you do look, listen, you do look good. I was
I'm happy
noticing
the
your
attention's off
forearms
me.
before. You got very
Attention
nice
is off me
forearms.
tonight.
You got nice forms. I was like, right? He's jacked up.
He is.
Yeah, he's in the gym, just doing whatever he's got to do.
Well, I have young kids, and I have to be able to beat them.
When you were in the academy, it was open shower, right? I mean, you showered next to everybody.
I went to the academy with a bunch of Irvington guys.
I did too.
All right, so showering was not my funnest time.
Oh, I loved it.
Because we had one.
I was there at Irvington, East Orange. It was beautiful.
We had one of those guys that looked like he was holding a mag light, and we hadn't been issued him yet.
Hey, I'm in my 50s. Anything goes now.
The PR24s.
Oh my God, it was like I remember the first time I walked in the
Also
shower.
leave that under the desk.
The first time we walked into the shower after PT, I go, "What the fuck is that?" And keep that fucking thing away from me. Jesus, it looked like it was going to bite me.
This guy's washing his PR24 in the shower.
And years later,
I'm telling the instructor.
years later, I'm working for an outside company, and we go into this guy's department. I see him; he's working, and he was the nicest kid in the world. He was just a very quiet Haitian immigrant, and I see him there. I'm like, I said, "So, what's up, bro? You still got that thing hiding?" It was huge. It was gigantic. Come on, you're going to tell me you never arrested anybody and strip searched them and then go, "Holy shit, you're in the wrong fucking business."
I'm still on the job.
Bobby strip searched for shoplifting.
I couldn't wait to, when I was in Narco for 7 years down the county. They strip search everybody. I'll do it. Dude, everybody used to laugh and be like, "Oh, strip search, I got it."
Now, when you were on the other end, when you went away, when you were on the other end, did they do it to you?
Of course.
How'd it feel?
Good.
He wants to go back.
I don't know, but why did his asshole wink at me?
They get the
I don't know.
the
it's
shampoo
just-
bottle.
That was the most humiliating experience of my life.
I didn't bother me at all.
You got to bend over, spread your cheeks. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Just hoping nothing falls out, right?
That's why they give you this stuff to make you constipated. Right? You always said about that.
Well, how was I going to get the balloon out of there?
I went similar story. We're at Essex. I went to Essex Academy, right? I was with Hudson County Sheriffs. That's where I started, and that was the only opening, so they sent us up there. So we're in the shower, and me and this kid Wilson. Wilson was a Maplewood cop. This kid was built like Secretariat, bro. Fucking unbelievable, and I'm talking fucking like just hanging there, fucking shit. And I was like, so I turned to him first time we're in the shower, and I go, "Wilson, nice dick." And he just was like looking at me like, "Yo, Crudele, you fucking crazy." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So like now, life would have it that there's 75 people in our class, and me and him, this is like June. We started in January, so June, we're 1 and 2 in the PT award. And he goes, "It's gonna come down to the 50-yard dash, and I'm gonna beat you." He goes, "You beat me the other 2 times, but I wasn't running good. I had my brother's shoes on; they're too big." That's what he tells me. I go, "You're never gonna beat me." So we get up to the line, and we're running against each other. And he goes, "Get ready to lose." He goes, "I think it's like 5/10. You beat me in a mile and a half. I'm gonna whip your ass right now." I said, "You're never gonna win, Wilson." I said, "You want to know why?" He goes, "Hey, let me hear this. Drag." He goes, "What the fuck does that mean?" I said, "It's like NASCAR. Your dick is so big that it's gonna drag." I said, "And I'm gonna beat you by about this much." He's looking at me and he's laughing and he's like looking at it, and the guy says go, and we go, and fucking I beat him by this much, dude. Literally, he was faster than me. He was just in his head. It was so funny. And I said, "Drag all day long."
He should have taken Viagra before the race. He would have beat you by a foot.
Yeah, oh my God, dude. I'm telling you. God bless him. God bless him.
Yeah, we did that on it was a car thing. And they took it to another agency. I had to follow him there, and they strip searched the guy. That was the same situation. Fucking guy was packing a mag light, and that's the fun. So it's part of our
dicks?
it's a part of our job to do these things. They're unpleasant things. They really are unpleasant things, but it's part of our job to detach ourselves a little bit. I mean, how many times you've been standing over a dead body and you make some fucking weird humor, but it's funny. And you're trying to lighten the mood. You're trying to have a little bit of fun, because if it's dark all the time, that's a horrible existence.
I just remember you've probably, I don't know how you I know you've had to go in somewhere where the body's been there for like
Oh,
terrible, right?
That smell never gets out of your nose.
And every time it happens to me, every time I know it, because I can sort of smell. I got a real good nose for that kind. I'm like, and then I go through the door. I got to kick it open, whatever, and it just. I automatically projectile. So whoever's next to me, I do it on purpose. I make sure I hit him right dead center. Bro, I puke better than I could ever shoot my weapon in a million times. Right on the chest. I mean, I've had guys throw up because of my puke. Just fucking puke. Beautiful.
You and I would have worked well together because if I saw you puking, I'm next.
And everybody's puking.
Yeah.
I was all right. I was always all right with
You
that.
just have found guys with socks in their ass.
Oh my God.
That sounds really good.
You know, I just want to revert back for a minute.
Are we back to the dick discussions?
Yeah, we're back in the academy
Oh
now.
my God.
Me and Mike went to the Bergen County Police Academy. There were 47 people in our class. I think it was all white people. We didn't stare at each other. So we had nobody to look
How's
at.
Mike's dick?
I couldn't even tell you.
It looks great in
I couldn't even
shorts.
tell you.
Look at that.
Mike,
Holy shit.
that's the guy from the pie eating contest.
Now that really looks like Depalma.
Looks like it's swollen. Look at Mike.
And his shoulders got...
Look, he didn't
You
make,
like
he didn't
three
make Kevin
Derek
as
Jeters.
fat as the rest of us.
No.
I know.
Because he's a suck ass.
Yeah.
I did it for you, Kevin.
Kevin.
If you learn how to do what I do, then you can control the content.
Oh my God! Control this content.
Oh man, I really look.
No,
fun.
you don't look
I
like
look like,
you
like
still
a
don't
Macy's
know.
Day float.
Yo,
You don't look like Derek Jeter no more.
No.
No.
Look, my
He looks like he ate Derek
Somehow
Jeter.
he fucking my tie.
he did fuck with your tie. It
can't
used to
even
be a big,
breathe.
that was a nice Windsor knot. Now it's a slip knot. Look, I don't have no fucking tie. I never had a tie.
Hey, Mike, when you're wearing a suit, always use a spotter because that's how John Carradine died. That autoerotic shit.
I got
Autoerotic
one suit. It's
asphyxiation.
just like from communion.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I'm wearing
Oh,
jeans.
you?
He's got
Oh,
all
no,
this-
Rod, what?
You don't know that. You always use a spotter when you put the noose around your neck so you do your thing.
Oh my God, dude! I don't do that shit. What with the
See?
lemon?
This
So
comes up-
what? It was just one piece of lemon. I don't really know what that does. It's supposed to give
like
some
a-
of the effectual thing.
Like a phlebotomy.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Phlebotomy.
I told you Sheldon's he's
So
rubbing off on
one of the highlights that we had in season 3. I mean, this is by far one of the funniest moments that we had in this studio. We're sitting here with ex-body. What's her name? Linda.
Every
Linda
time,
Yassin.
every time I
Linda
watch it, I
Yassin.
laugh.
And Mike DePalma's sitting over there because he's our test subject for Sound Body, Sound Mind. And she mentions phlebotomist. And Mike's face,
Look, I went.
Mike's face just,
I was like,
and I turned to Mike and I said,
went,
you know,
what
you
the
put it over rice, phlebotomy with rice. It's one of the top. So it's
gotta see
suffering
Mike.
is Sound
I was
Body,
like-
Sound Mind.
Puzzled.
what is that?
Yeah,
And then he came out with something. I said, and then she started laughing. I was like, all right, I got it.
yeah. So that has been on constant loop for the entire season 3. I forget what episode that is. It's got
How far should I put it in? All the way. That's my line for everything. How far should I put it in? All the way. Go ahead.
So you guys have watched a lot of different episodes. What do you think is the most fun that you've seen? Can you
The
have
ones that
anything?
we're on, of course. What the fuck
course.
you talking about?
Of course, that was my highlight. Phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist. The look on his face that day. Oh, my God.
I was like, what the
I don't know which episode
I
it
thought
is.
she was messed up.
My favorite one is his episode, but one of the 5. I don't know which one it was, but I found myself laughing more than normally. You know what I mean? Because usually I just chuckle here and there, but I was laughing.
The Depalma app. That was pretty good.
No, when we were talking about when it's a male and females making fun of each other, you know, like what he said, it was like with lesbians and stuff like that. What the hell did you say? Like, how do females insult each other when they're out? Was that what it was or no?
No, I don't remember.
remember that.
It was Breaking Balls. I know that. I know the episode, but we've had some good times in here. Like we've laughed a lot in here.
We've cried a lot.
We've cried a lot.
We've laughed a lot.
We laughed a lot, but at the end, it's always been somewhat fun. You know, the definitions of are fun, but again, it goes back to how we dealt with things as police. You know, I hate to get back to the academy. You go through tough times and you lighten it up with a little bit of humor. Like fucking Mike, dude, I can't even stare at you like that.
What do you mean?
I can't even fucking stare at you.
How come I
I
get
look
a
like
lot
that.
of
What's that
trannies?
movie? What's the one he eats the pizza all the time?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Joey
like
Chestnut?
No, he's a professor or something.
Oh, the Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy.
It's just the
He
guy.
looks
He's
like
a
Eddie
professor.
Murphy.
He doesn't leave his house. Oh, it just came out. It's not
The whale?
It's not. Yeah, the whale.
The whale.
Like the bobblehead whale.
That's pretty good.
Andrew. Kick it off, buddy.
So, do we make the Depalma bobblehead that?
No.
No, it's got to
Or
be
the
the
other
one. The
other one?
Face. Yeah, we want. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Might sound like he's got chewy.
I don't want that looking at me on my desk.
Oh, that.
It might eat
No,
my
he looks
sandwich.
like-
Oh, Mike, get away from my fucking sandwich, bobblehead.
You know Frankie. He looks like Frankie Manzo.
Oh my God, he does look like Frankie Manzo.
Right?
It looks like someone hit you in the face with a fucking shovel.
He looks like Butterbean.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Even Kevin, he looks cool just like that.
He does.
I did it for you,
That's,
Kevin. I did it for
that's
you.
this guy. Oh,
That's
Kevin.
that's
Whatever
Kevin.
you need.
Oh,
You know what that is? That's Kevin's college picture. You know when they tell you to bull your neck for your picture? You know,
Yeah.
your football.
Why do I look the most swollen?
Because
Because you are.
I even got that thing too. Whatever that
No,
is.
that's everybody, dude. I said Mike.
No, Mike doesn't have it. 'cause
Mike
he's-
doesn't. He's got those giant veins in his fucking head.
Mike's got fillers in his cheek.
Mike, you took the bolts
He's
out.
got
That's
chew in
good.
there.
He took the bolts out before he got
My
here.
eyes still look good. Look at the eyes.
You
That's
do
all I
have
gotta
beautiful
say.
eyes.
The eyes, yes.
Even with the choking tie.
I feel like they're looking right into my soul.
You got to see
Bobby,
the
look,
size of my back
shoulders
truck.
went up too.
Yeah.
Like they went up like this.
You know, I was thinking if
Yeah,
Mike
it's
Mike was still on the job and he raised his raised ranks and everything, if he was a chief, that's how he'd be sitting right now. Fucking just like that.
And I'd love it too.
You can pull the hot dog out from underneath the fucking trough. That
That's
just put
dumb and happy.
How many cops have we worked with in our careers that resemble those?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary, right?
And
We had one like I think because of his size with the steering wheel, like ruined it.
we had a couple that actually had the surgery while they were on the job. We had one guy, he
Yeah, but
called
then they
in
got
late.
that loose fucking skin, and it's disgusting. I saw this guy in the locker room. I was like, "Oh, put your clothes back on." I
Looks like
couldn't
a-
help myself.
Looks like a melted candle.
Oh, it's
We
terrible.
had a guy that called in late for work one day because he couldn't get his belt on.
Now that's a guy you'd have a tough time breaking his balls because
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hurtful, I guess. To them.
Well, one guy did break this guy's balls, and the guy said, "I just lost 5 pounds." He goes, "Yeah, it's like throwing a chair off the Titanic."
I got when I see people like this, like with these things, I always think they eat out of a trough. Like or they got. I used to tell this one guy we worked with, he had a big double chin. I used to go, "What do you just put the oats in there and put your head like that, and then you're running at the seventh. You're running in the seventh at the Meadowlands. I'll make sure I don't bet on you."
That is dick skin.
That is thick.
That is dick skin.
Thick skin.
Oh, it's foreskin. Oh my god,
foreskin.
I'm so slow.
You got it too. Look at that. Your beard is like covering
I
it.
just cover it. That's all.
He looks like a fucking beaver.
It's like this too. You know, he had the chin there, but he grows the
Yeah,
the
look at
beard
that.
every winter.
No, it's all. Look at those filters, little cartoon characters.
Yeah, but I can't grow my beard long like that anymore because when I grow long like that, it freezes up because I'm always outside.
It makes you
Andrew,
know what
put
it
the
does
other- Put
too.
the other ones back.
You know what it does too? It makes your beak look bigger. Look at the size of that fucking schnoz.
Kevin, will you tell him to put the other ones back now?
No, this is us.
No, put the nice ones back.
Listen, we don't need this guy freaking out in here, all
Yeah,
right?
come
So
on,
let's
I'm
go.
starting already.
I'm sitting
All right,
next
Drew.
to him.
And you know, we
I'm
never
starting
even
to
looked
sweat,
at this.
Andrew. I'm going to show up at your house tonight.
Bob, we never even saw it as like the fat pack.
Andrew, I'm going to dive through that fucking window and strangle you.
You think the Mickey Mouse situation is bad?
You get a box label from Wyckoff, you better watch out.
But sometimes, sometimes fun can go a little too far.
Oh,
Yeah.
We just had that in here. Somebody sent us something and it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Which I got to show you after the show.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It wasn't fun. You try to be humorous with certain people. Did it ever not land?
Did a joke ever just drop?
Just backfire on you.
I don't think so. Not for me.
You got to give a fuck in order to have it happen.
Like I said, I sometimes I didn't realize I didn't really care. I don't mean in a bad way. I was just me.
Yeah, if I'm busting balls, I'm
Yeah.
busting balls, and it's not personal. If it's personal, then it's gonna go to the next thing. And I was trying to make it go there. I could be a nasty prick. Like I can. I'm gonna be honest. I can. I want it to
figure.
go. If I wanted to go there, then I would be really, But it's a rarity. I would just not deal with those people.
You are the Don Rickles of the Suffering Podcast. That's 100%.
He had a big heart, though. I'm kind of a prick.
No.
Yo, Andrew, change it back.
Come on, Andrew. Come on. We got.
Or I'm gonna drop kick that
for the
fucking
audience.
glass.
Yeah. I'll put my head right through that, straight up.
All right.
Nah.
You know, Kevin
No,
sort of.
that's not. That's
you
not.
know,
It's not the mouse thing.
Kev,
That's
you know what
not
you look
even
like?
it. Mouse. This.
Ooh,
See what I'm saying?
gerbils. I thought it was gerbils.
I have a feeling a fatter picture's going to come up. The fatter pack.
I don't think you can even fit it in there.
Kevin looks like Fat Predator. Look at him with that stupid face on.
Like fat predator.
My whole body's fucked up.
Mike,
That's not even. That's not normal.
I wouldn't
Like,
even recognize
My
Mike.
shoulders. Look at.
You don't even
I
have
just
shoulders.
saw-
What are you talking about? It's
I
all
was
neck.
just like the.
Fucking neck. Your neck's like
I was at
32 inches.
Thanksgiving Day float like this. Hey, it's
Hey,
Mike.
Kev, he's worried about how his body looks on there. Look at this.
Wait up. What are you talking about? Hold up.
I mean,
So we're gonna have a little fun here.
You should have did that exercise Mike was doing
So
in
Mike-
the gym. He was upside
I'm
down.
I'm texting back and forth with Mike, and after about the 50th time, he calls me gay. He goes, I'm swollen. I'm like, don't sit in a sauna. And he goes, we got a sauna here. Does that work? He was in the sauna for 5 fucking hours the other
I had
day.
everything on, a jacket, everything. I don't know. I had too much salt. This like the ramen noodle shit. I was fucking
Yeah, they're bad for you,
swollen.
those ramen.
I
noodles.
know.
Yeah.
So good though.
love him.
I was swollen.
I could live off of him.
Yeah, well, not
So
long. Gotta be careful. My daughter, you know how you got those fucking packages at the house? There's 3 cases of them. I don't
My
I don't
daughter
eat.
likes them too. Yeah.
See, I used to drain. I used to cook it in with the powdery stuff, and then drain everything and just eat the noodles.
Oh, they're good
Really?
stuff.
Oh, I love it.
That's good shit. I
Kinda
lived
weird.
on that in
You didn't like
college.
the broth?
Not too
I
much
like
salt.
them, bro.
Too much salt. I don't want to be sitting in a
has
sauna
anybody-
for.
hey,
I
has
don't want to sit in a sauna for 5 hours.
Kev, gay.
I mean, I shouldn't have took the salt shaker like this. Is that the reason why I was swollen?
I'm so grateful for you guys to come in here and breaking our balls. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, without a doubt. It's a great way to end the season.
Yeah, this is a good way to end the season.
What's it
Is
over
It's
already?
over already?
It's coming close.
For real?
Yeah, it's close.
You didn't even get past half
we're
the
back.
We didn't even
questions.
talk
We're
about.
back.
Nice.
We didn't talk about anything good. Anal,
Yeah.
nothing. I have a lot of
Now
tranny. Listen, I have a lot of tranny people on Instagram asking me to be their friends.
They're not trannies. They're
I got it.
transgenders.
Same thing.
I got a good question. What was your most impactful episode?